basically, this is a new thing we're doing here. But everything's on clearance. Now, with this pressure cooker, there's a lot of things that pressure cookers do really, really well. Basically, whenever we're cooking, boiling water, all of these things takes time, and everything, the pressure cooker just makes everything faster and tastier too.
Exactly, and of course you're getting a quick start guide with this, so 6 steps to actually get started right away.
So if I've never used one.
Exactly, so there's that, and then also we give you canning accessories, so you can actually can tomatoes, you could do your pickles, you could do whatever you want. You have a cooking chart right here, which is so handy for
Okay, so don't toss these papers when you get your box
Exactly,
home.
You want to hold on to that because that's going to be very helpful, and I love it for that reason. I love canning. I think everybody should be.
I've never done it. I've never done it, but I have used the pressure cooker. It's the best for black beans, congri, which is like the Cuban version of the black beans with the rice. Absolutely amazing. Now, I just want you to know, $13 gets it home on the Easy Pay option. So a really great way to try it if you haven't tried a pressure cooker. And if we're afraid of the ones back in the day that were stovetop, where the lids would pop and things like that.
That's right.
Hasn't technology come a long way?
It has come a long way because these lids lock and it's digital. And we also give you presets. Now that was 2 whole chickens that I pulled out of there.
And falling off the bone, by the way.
Exactly. And there's a 3rd one down there, but I'm out of room on the platter, so we're just going to have to stop. But we can start right here by just looking at all the presets that we're giving you. If you want to do rice, 6 minutes, right? That's amazing. Soup in 10 minutes. If you want to do chili, it's going to take 20 minutes.
Fantastic.
Over here, a pot roast.
Is that from soaked beans or the dry beans?
You can do
I
it
could
from
use
dried
that.
beans,
Okay.
absolutely. And then over here, a pot roast, instead of 3 hours, it's just 1 hour. Of course, we have a browning feature, and then ribs, which we'll get to next. 45 minutes for fantastic, absolutely fantastic
And if
ribs.
those presets don't work for you, you can customize it too. Simply choose your color. We have the red, the black, or the, the cinnamon, the black, or the cobalt blue. $64.98, that's your clearance price. Comparable retail, retail would be $139. So, I mean, if you think about what a pressure cooker costs, and by the way, this is 8 quarts. So this could be, you don't have to make a ton in here if you don't want to. But if you have a large family, you're having people over, this is great for that. And then if you're making less, if I'm only making 2 quarts of food, I can use this too, right?
Exactly. So the great thing about this is if you are doing a small amount, you have enough space to do that. But if you need to do a bunch of ribs or a bunch of meatballs, you absolutely can do that. So we're just waiting for that one to pressure down a little bit.
Okay.
We're going to jump down here.
Well, that's what that little nozzle's for, right?
Exactly. So actually, if we get a close-up on that, we can show people right here. Right here is where it's airtight, so when we're pressurized like we are right now, it's going to be in the center position. But when we want to exhaust, we're going to go to either side of that, right?
So wait, so if I'm cooking, I need it to be on airtight.
Airtight.
And then before I open it, I should open this to exhaust?
Exactly. So what you hear right here with the ribs is it's depressurizing. It doesn't take that long.
Okay.
And then when that lid comes loose, it'll stop pressurizing there. So these two are under pressure right now, so I'm just going to show you. We just turn it to the side like that.
And it starts to, so that way we can open it without any trouble.
Exactly. All right, and then as soon as that depressurizes, we'll be able to get in there. So while we're waiting for that,
let me show everyone what they're getting.
There we go.
Because I did mention your choice of color, the cinnamon, the cobalt blue, or the black for that 8-quart pressure cooker here. Remember, it has all the digital presets, but you can even customize. But in addition to that, you're going to receive the steam tray. Here's a little steel pan that you can use for a variety of things. Chef Joe will give us some ideas. The rice measuring cup, of course, you get the little spoon here to scoop out things, and the manual. Chef Joe, what would I use the steel pan for?
So the steel pan, we could actually do a cheesecake in there.
Oh, I can bake in this?
Yeah, you could actually bake in that. So we've done that before. And then this little tray here, you're using for your mason jars. So this is going to sit on the ledge. You can use it as a steamer. You can also then, retrieve things out because you've got the handles on there.
Gotcha.
Right?
So those are the canning accessories you were referring to. I see, since I've never canned, I don't know what canning accessories are.
Exactly.
But it's nice. $13 gets it home. I think mine mine at home is an 8-quart, and I'm trying to think what color I have. I think
Is
it's
it the extra
blue.
tall?
I don't know if it's the extra tall, but it's definitely from QVC. But I got it years ago.
Let's go all the way to the end because
Okay.
I know I have some grits that are ready while we're waiting for that to depressurize.
Do
now,
we have dessert in any of these?
there is a rice pudding, and it's still under pressure, unfortunately.
Still cooking.
Yeah, but you can do rice puddings, and in fact, we give you savory items, canning recipes, as well as dessert recipes. You're getting 20 additional recipes just to get started, which is a great
and if I had to
thing.
bet, I would think Blue Jean Chef probably has a couple on QVC.com too.
Absolutely.
I'm not sure about that, but I think it's a safe bet.
Yes, and if you go to the Blue Jean Facebook page, you'll also see there references to her cookbook, and there is Blue Jean Chef Cooking Under Pressure, which is
I have that
great.
cookbook.
It's a great cookbook.
Yeah, I got that recently. I haven't made anything yet, but I did recently buy it.
There you
but
go.
By the way, 8 quarts of grits like this, how many people do you think I could feed? This is like QVC cafeteria size for the building.
I think you could easily feed about 15 people with this much grits. It depends. Do they really like their grits, or they just, want it as a side dish? But this is great. Yeah, me too. I love grits. And then we have this blended in with some ham and some cheddar cheese. So there we go.
That's
amazing. Nice, wonderful serving of grits. Let's go back because I think we're ready to pull
I just
the ribs
heard it
out.
stop over here with the ribs.
There we go. Now, these ribs, done in 45 minutes, and they are falling off the bone tender. I just want you to see that. Look how tender they are. That is just amazing. And I'm looking at about 5 racks, full racks of ribs here that were then broken down, and then look at that again. So tender and falling apart. It's just amazing. I love baby back ribs this way, and so much sauce in there as well. We can actually feed a huge crowd with these ribs here. This is just amazing.
And remember, whether you're cooking for a family of 6 certain days, having a big, maybe you do a weekly dinner with your family or after church or something like that, you can do that. But if you just want half a rack of ribs or 1 rack of ribs and you just want to cook something up real quick, that's where the pressure cooker comes in handy. I think especially for soups. Sometimes after work we're feeling a little sick. We want to make a chicken soup. We don't want to wait the hours and hours for the stock. How about a pressure cooker to do that for you? And it just takes $13 to get it home with the 5 easy payments.
There we go. And then
this is what, a pot roast?
A pot roast.
You can't even get that out of there. It's so heavy.
We're going to
huge.
Stop. There we go.
Look at that.
I know, it is.
It's
enormous.
big.
Yep.
You need some bigger tongs there. 5 easy payments of $13. Remember, comparable retail there, $139. It's 8 quarts, cooks really fast. K44765. Still to come from Cook's Essentials, we have the ceramic bakers. These are 3 of